Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are. Hello to our viewers. We're on our tour of the Middle East this month, and we're helping applicants like yourself. I'm Reza from Immigration, licensed immigration consultant from Canada. So, a warning to anybody who's watching this video is about hacking the Canadian immigration system. So, don't watch this video if you don't want to come to Canada or you don't want to lower your investment amount in terms of the business immigration programs. So if you're in those two categories, stop watching, flip to another YouTube channel. But if you are interested in immigrating through these programs or lowering your investment amount to get into the country, this video is for you. So remember, you have three options for any kind of business immigration into the country. Set up a business or a branch or maybe a joint venture or buy a business without actually moving here. It's completely legal and easy and no requirement for visa or immigration paperwork. So that's for people who don't want to move here. Option two is the provincial immigration programs, where you can move yourself, your family, and your business. Option three is the federal investment programs that, similar to the provincial ones, allow you to move here with your family and set up or move your business. With the provincial programs, you're limited to the minimum investment amounts dictated by those programs, which typically starts around average $150,000 from outside of Ontario programs and could go up to $250,000 depending on the province or region. There is not much you can do to lower these investments under these programs except choosing the right industry to invest in or to start your business, or the region, the province where you will be applying under, because each province or region has their own minimum thresholds. What's the hack here for these provincial programs? Well, there's not much you can do, but you can, let's say you promise, or your points-based system based on your profile, which you submitted like an expression of interest, you state, I'm going to invest X amount to come to Canada to set up my business, move, buy, or do a joint venture. But the key is you don't need to put all that money in at once. So when they give you the approval, you don't need to invest that full amount, whatever you promised, you spread it out. So that means if you have 12 or 20 months before the province audits you, before they decide to issue you the nomination certificate, so you can apply for the PR, you spread your investment out throughout this entire time. So don't put in the full amount within the first 3 to 6 months. Spread it out slowly, right? It makes it safer in terms of an investment. It will give you a better likelihood of success. And three, it will help your liquidity, right? So with the provincial programs, that's the way you would do it. There's not much you can do to lower your investment because those are the eligibility criteria to actually meet the program requirements for the province. But let's jump into the federal programs. Well, the hack can be expanded here. That's the good news. And this is where we can help you come in with, let's say, $50,000 Canadian and achieve the same goal as somebody who might invest $1 million. So it's almost a no-brainer, right? Right. The hack is similar, and I'm going to explain to you in this video how. First, the investment amount. Second, like basically how to invest it. Second is who should apply and who should not apply under these programs. Let's be real and serious. Not everyone is eligible for every single immigration program out there, right? There's over 75 immigration programs across Canada, provincial, federal, rural, regional, you name it. But not everyone will fit into each program. So this is what we're going to cover in this hack video. So let's say you come in and you propose an investment of 150,000 Canadian dollars to the federal investment program, right? But you don't immediately invest it all. That's the trick. In the first year, you just invest up to $50,000 during your first year's work permit, because you're going to get a work permit to implement the business. At 12 months, it's going to expire. So you're going to renew that work permit for another 2 years. The first renewal, it'll give you a 2-year renewed work permit, right? And what does this mean? Well, that means you have an additional 24 months to invest the rest of the $100,000. So let's backtrack here. $50,000 in the first year, so you can renew your 1-year work permit. During that renewal, you'll get a 2-year work permit. So you'll have 3 years total inside of Canada with your family and business to apply for the PRs before you invest the rest of the amount, right? So during that second year and third year, you can trickle that $100,000, or maybe you don't, right? So you've invested 50,000 in that first year. That'll get you through to up to 3 years. And if you can apply for your PR before the 3-year period, then you just saved $100,000 in investment amount. Wow, right? How do I know this? Well, it's obvious. I've done this so many times. It's second nature, and we want to share our knowledge with you, the viewers. If you don't know how this works or need guidance, reach out to us in the description of this video, or just connect to us through our website. Send us a message. So who should apply for this federal program? Who shouldn't? Is this right for you? If you or your spouse or partner have no language ability or education, this program is not for you. If you or your spouse have difficulty obtaining a high language exam score in French or English, let's say IELTS or TEF or TCF or CELPIP, and you're over 40 and you only have a bachelor's degree, then maybe this program is not for you. If either one of you, spouse, partner, have good language proficiency, education, post-secondary, then yes, potentially you can be converted to permanent residence in Canada using this program, using the hack we've just introduced in this video. If you have a plan to visit Canada, or for a quick exploratory visit, or maybe friends or family who you can do like a partnership with, then yes, this program is for you. If you cannot enter the country here, there's no way they'll give you a visa, you don't have plans to come in, or you have no friends or family acquaintances who you can do a joint venture or partnership with, then yeah, maybe it's not the right program for you. Remember, folks, each profile is different. So be careful. Apply to get your free assessment today by clicking on the link in the description of this video, or sending us a message on our website, or email us directly at info@ingwe.ca. Please mention YouTube in somewhere in your video so we can prioritize your email. Remember, you and your family can all come to Canada on work permits with these programs. Your children can study for free up to grade 12, public elementary school and high schools, and potentially through these programs that we're offering you here in these videos, you can actually have your children attend top universities in Canada at local Canadian tuition fees. That's right. Same tuition that me or any other Canadian pay for university education. Your children could too. So that's perfect, right? And that's depending on the province you go to, because there's so many universities. You don't have a business idea? No problem. We can help. There's literally thousands of businesses for sale in Canada or looking for partnerships. Do you need to set up or buy a warehousing company, construction, renovation, or setting up these businesses, or buying one, restaurant, hair salon, nail spa, hotel, motel, IT company, you name it, and much more. We're planning a video in the coming weeks regarding this topic. So stay tuned or reach out to us beforehand if you decided to apply within the next month. Either way, we're available. Our office is in Toronto. We help applicants across Canada. We've got our dedicated team of staff members there. I'm always on the move, meeting clients across the world. And of course, I will be helping with each and every one of those applications. You will be dealing with me and the rest of my licensed team. Our team speaks over 8 languages. Almost all of our team immigrated to Canada, just like myself. So we know the challenges, the risks, the frustrations. We get it. And we're licensed as per the Canadian government. Our network spans over 47 countries across the world, and we help all types of applicants from these countries. So we're not focused on only one nationality or one country. We know how it works with immigration, skilled immigration, business, and even higher studies and education. So that's basically the hack today, folks. And if you know how our videos work, we're usually here on a question answer period at the end of the sessions, where that's the point we are right now. We've got Wubalem Sisai saying, hello, would you please tell me about family reunification program? file lodge September 20th, biometric September 9th. When will the medical request be there? Any hope? So, Wubalam, if you're doing just a visitor visa or study permit, work permit, or spousal open work permit, I would say that usually do your medical up front. So if there's a requirement, you do your medical. You don't wait for them to ask for a medical. If it's a sponsorship case for permanent residency, well, that's different, right? I would say, depending on the region you're in, you got to hammer the embassy and start emailing them directly. But do upload your medical as well. Nasrin Ibrahimi says, hello, Reza June. Hello back to you, Nasrin. Nice to see you. Nice to see everyone. Santiago Zamudio says hello. Hola, back to you, Santiago. A-level pure maths. I like that name. Hi, I hope you're doing well. Actually, I had a question regarding visa application. My parents applied for a Canadian visitor visa for the whole family back in 2017, but they were the main applicants. Okay. As I was just around 14 years old at that time, all of us were rejected. Now I look forward to applying for a study permit for myself. In the application, they asked if you ever been rejected. Would I say yes or no, as I was rejected as part of the family application? I wasn't the main applicant. My parents were. Could you let me know? Great question. This is a very good question. A-level pure maths. I like it. By the way, I have a degree in math too, so we're on the same boat. Yes, you are refused. You were on the application. You have to declare it. It will not affect you. Don't worry. You were 14 years old. Okay. But yes, you have to declare that. Even if you're an infant, and I know obviously we won't remember that, but technically you have to declare. So yes, please do declare. Do not declare, because that's bad. You do declare. You can mention you were 14 years old and main applicants were your parents and you were accompanying, and they were refused for a visitor visa during this date, or month, year, whatever information you have. So that's great. So we got Nishimiya Mana Eli patient. Okay, I hope I said that right. Folks, when I answer your question or when I read out your name or question, please give us a like. We'd love to have your like button. Press the like button, get more likes for the video. Hello, thank you for your useful information. I would like to ask a question. After almost a year waiting for a visa application response, I received a message to do a medical exam, and I passed the exam. Well, that's good. What next? Well, they have to make a decision. If it's just a temporary resident visa, like a visitor visa, study permit, or work permit, you have to wait for the final decision because the medical request has been sent. Typically, that would mean that it's going to get approved. So that's good news. You just have to wait. Could be in 2 weeks, could be in 6 weeks, could be 2 months. Right now, nobody knows, but that means you're close. You don't have to wait another 6 months. I'm glad that they've requested that for you, and that's good news. A-level pure math says, aha, math's my favorite subject. I have another one. If I'm applying from a non-SDS stream, can I still show funds in the form of GIC certificate? Yes, 100%. And that's what we usually do also for our clients. We recommend they do that if they listen to us, right? So if you're doing that, that's great news. That will help your application. If you can also show more funds in your account back home, in your home country, and or your financial sponsors, hopefully parents, or maybe a close family member, that'll be great. Shan is asking, welcome to our show, Shan. My Outland spousal sponsorship application will almost years now. What happened next? Well, it depends if you mean years, like 2-3 years, because that's unusual. Typically we need that it does happen within 1 year. So it could be it's filed incorrectly. There's suspicions about the application. I don't know, it was misfiled. I've never come across any clients we've handled that took more than 1 year, unless there were interviews and there were back and forth because IRCC did not believe the genuineness of the relationship. If you're talking about 2-3 years, that's like ordering a pizza and taking a year to come. It should come in an hour. And in an hour in IRCC world is 1 year. If it's past 1 year or 15, 16 months, I would say contact them and double check if this file even exists or whoever handled it for yourself. Nishimiya Mana, Eli patient says, thank you so much. No problem. I mean, there's no guarantee you'll be approved. I just thought, based on what I believe will happen next. So it's no guarantee, by the way. A-level Pure Math says, when is the best time to apply for study permit for fall 2022 session? Will it be too late if I apply in May or mid-May? No, you have to apply now. Okay, so don't wait. Apply as soon as you have your documents. Do not wait. Okay, the IRCC embassies are pretty slow, so you don't want to miss your intake period to start, right? Or if you, God forbid, you get refused, you want to have an opportunity to reapply. Never wait for the last second, folks. IRCC is already slow. It's like riding a camel, okay, or an or a sloth or an elephant. Well, elephants are pretty fast, but imagine, like, let's say you want to travel between one city to another city, and you're traveling on a camel. Okay, I like camels, by the way. Would you wait to the last second and be like, okay, it's going to take me like 6 hours, so I'm just going to start right before? So I'm not going to start before. No, you have to start in advance. You have to apply before. A-level Pure Maths is asking, if my parents are sponsoring me for my study permit, do I need to show a separate letter stating that they sponsor? Would it not be enough if I just mentioned it in my study plan or statement of purpose? We recommend to have an official notarized attested affidavit stating that it's a financial undertaking. So you have to sign that, have them sign it. It's maybe a notary, an affidavit, okay? And then proof of relationship, obviously, through your birth certificate and their IDs. We don't recommend just mentioning it in your statement of purpose. Medina Plus says, good morning, dear Reza. I reapplied for with new online services under spousal sponsorship outside Canada, December 9th, but till now we didn't hear anything from IRCC. Don't worry, it is pretty slow. If you don't get anything in the next 2 months, I would say follow up immediately. Typically within 3 months, 4 months, you should have a final number for sure. A-level Pure Math says, I was waiting for scholarship decision to be out in May. Therefore, I was concerned to wait until May for the permit. Okay, well, to be honest with you, if the scholarship comes or doesn't come, the embassy will make a final decision on your profile as it is. Okay, so I would say you just apply for the study permit. Wubalem Sisai says, I applied for permanent residency for my family reunification. It's almost 6 months since I applied. How long does it take to get the medical request? It can take up to a year, right? So you got to be careful with that. It does take time. You don't want to be thinking it'll be a fast process, because it will not be a fast process. Okay, it will be processed as long as you do it correctly. Okay, so there's applicants out there who apply incorrectly and then they're waiting for a decision. It's not going to happen. You have to know what you're doing, or the person who's doing it for you, like a licensed immigration firm, let's say. So we got Shan saying, my Outland spousal sponsorship application is almost 2 years now since my biometric is done. January 2021 medical is done. April 2021 is submitted all documents. Yeah, it's 1 year now, so you're still okay, Shan. I thought it would be 2-3 years. So you're within 1 year, basically. So that's fine. So if there's any other questions, again, folks, we're here every week, Thursdays, 9:30 a.m. North America Eastern Time, which is late afternoon here in the Middle East, late evening in India or other regions in Africa, or maybe even mornings or afternoons, depending on where you are in North America or Central America. We are here to help you out. Any immigration question you have here on Canadian side, post it here. We will answer it live for free. And that's our promise to you. If you need more advanced help, if you need to reach out to us, click on the link in the description of the video or go to our website, ingwe.ca, and you can get a free assessment from our licensed immigration team. A-level Pure Maths, one last question. Should I upload the rejection letter from previous visitor visa along with my application and tell them the reason, or should I not mention it? You will mention it in the application form that you were refused and what the date was and what application it was. You will not upload the refusal letter. Okay, you will only disclose. You do not need to upload documents for that. Okay, you don't need to get into it into your statement of purpose. Don't mention it. Okay, you in the application form it says, have you ever been refused to Canada or any other country? That's where you put yes, visitor visa, year, whenever that was, the date, and if you have room, just, I was 14 years old, accompanying my parents. That's it. Okay, nothing more. So if there's not a lot of other questions, we're gonna sign off, folks. I believe that we've answered all your questions. Press the like button. I see that not everyone has pressed the like button on the video. Um, so I would appreciate that. We are doing a tour of the Middle East. So if you're in the region, or even in Africa, or Middle East, anywhere, we are in a similar time zone. So it's easier to connect, whether it's phone, Zoom connection. Reach out to us. Tell us you watch us on YouTube. Let us know that you need what kind of help you need with your immigration plans, and we and our team are ready to assist at any time. See you next week, folks. Thursdays, right? 9:30 a.m. North America Eastern Standard Time, to answer all of your immigration related questions. One last question before we sign up. Lisantropo 70 says, hi Reza, do I need a special permit to bring my daughter Ashes to Canada? A visitor visa or a study permit, if they are not visa exempt, right? So let's say they're from a country where you need a visa. You will need, if you are a student or a worker in Canada, right, or visitor, you need either a visitor visa or a study permit for your daughter to apply to bring them here. Okay. Okay, you are a student. Okay, so if you want them to study, you just apply for a study permit for your child without a letter of admission, because they would be exempt if your daughter is below the age of, like, age to go to high school or elementary. Okay, if you need help, let me know. Always available. Our team is there, folks. So I hope I've helped a lot of people today with the questions we've answered. We will be back next week with another video, and we have little snippets and produced videos that we will be releasing on different subjects, whether business immigration, startup, work permits, LMIAs, you name it, education, visitor visas, study permits. It's all there. We cover it all. It's a full service immigration firm. Thank you, folks. We're going to take off now, and see you next week. Take care. Bye. Bye-bye.